Check, check.
Much. Let me just clarify again. We are going to have today is our ELAC meeting. ELAC, for those of you who don't know, is our English Language Advisory Committee. So this is for parents who have students who are English learners, right? And so thank you guys for being here. Today we have a good presentation of a very important topic for all of us. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Ortega first. You know, he's our assistant principal, and he's one of our assistant principals in charge of this. And I'm Carolina Betanco. Thank you guys for being here. You guys know Ms. Weinberger, who's our community relations facilitator, and Ms. Sanchez, who's our bilingual tester, who's you've seen us coming around. Ms. Cindy Martinez, our translator, and we'll introduce our guests in a few minutes when we get to that point. But thank you guys for being here. I know you guys are here with the motivation to see your kids being recognized, so we appreciate that, and we will get that after the presentation, okay?
All right. So good morning, Mr. Ortega. Nice. I just want to thanks again to Ms. Betanco, Ms. Minerva, Ms. Weinberger. I mean, they're the ones that are really here to support you. So this is our parent center. I know we've had a few meetings, but I just want to reiterate this is a place for you parents to call, show up, and to help us support you in supporting your children, and just to be informed on what's going on and what supports we're offering your students. So we want this to be like the hub for you, to feel comfortable to come whenever or call whenever, to ask any questions or ask for help when needed. So you have the agenda. I don't need to click it or?
Yeah, you can just.
Yeah. So this is our agenda for today. So I'm going to call the meeting. So we got to approve the agenda. So it's so can I are we in agreement for our minutes for today? And then I'm going to need 2 volunteers to say your name and say I approve minutes for today.
My name's Esmeralda, and I approve the minutes for today.
Thanks. And then someone else to follow up. That's just,
My name's Alba Soto, and I approve the minutes.
Thank you. So I'll call the meeting to order. Does this work? No?
It should, but I don't think.
There it is. So I'll call the meeting to action. And we're all in agreement that everyone here is the part of the members for the committee for today for ELAC. Correct? Yeah? All right. Did I miss anything? I always like to double check. Like I said, they're the ones really here supporting you guys. I'm here when needed. Always try to be at your disposal, but they're the ones really working with your students here.
Yeah, so the reason why we have to do that is because legally, right, this is the legal requirement from our federal and state government. And so we should be having people that come and attend every single meeting. So thank you, those of you who have been here before. But we have to establish that this is the committee for today, right? And that we are in agreement that you, as parents of English learners, are part of the committee for today. That's what he was just trying to say.
Thank you. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. So we are. You guys want to come up, please? Thank you, guys. We have 2 presenters for our part of the Department of Justice today. We have Mr. Macias here with us today. He's going to talk to us about a very important topic, which is we're going to talk about gang prevention and just gangs around our neighborhood. And then Ms. Genesis also is a partner with us. So we try to bring things that are important to our community for you guys, and just to bring information, so then we can be aware of how to make our students safe and how to keep our students safe. So we appreciate them being here today, and so thank you guys for your partnership, and thank you for giving us this presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
right.
Is it going to click through?
You're
Emmett?
gonna,
Yeah.
You have the clicker. Oh, it's right
Oh.
here.
That's
Yeah.
And then real quick, I see Miss Scott here, so our principal's here in the back, so thanks for coming. So if you didn't know, this is our new principal this year, Miss Scott.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate it. I'm sure Mr. Ortega already said it, but you are a crucial part to the functioning of our school. And having parent support means the world. So your presence today is appreciated, and so we're grateful for that. And we hope you enjoy the presentation.
Well, thank you for letting me come here. I want to put some things in perspective here. My dad's first generation of 11 kids, born and raised in National City. I grew up there. I, like the South region, know about gang violence. I have family members who are in prison for murdering people, so I understand that side of the law. I also understand having friends killed. Gang violence affects every walk of life, and it's something we as a community have to stand up to. So when I talk about gang violence, it's something that I experienced, I know about. I'm not just somebody that decided to get a PowerPoint and talk about it. I grew up in National City in the 90s. I remember seeing fights at schools like some of your kids probably see. It's very important that we take this topic serious. What we're going to talk about is Department of Justice legal definitions. I'll tell you why I know about this stuff. Growing up in National City, I wanted to do something about the problem I saw in the city. I became a cop in National City. Graduated high school. I worked in National City from 2000 till 2019. I was a street cop for many of those years, in the streets that my grandparents lived in, my friends and family lived in. I know firsthand how this affects us as a community. Because the one thing that I always thought was interesting living in National City is when someone from the outside would come tell me what I need. You don't talk about us without us, right? I'm part of this community, so this is something that's near and dear to my heart. After becoming a cop in National City, 2019, I wanted to transition from being a street cop in a uniform to working at the district attorney's office. I've been at the district attorney's office here in San Diego since 2019. That time, until 2 months ago, I was in the gang prosecution unit in the South Bay region, and then I went up to the juvenile section where we handled all gang crimes that involved kids. So I know about this stuff. This is something that I think we as a society have to stand up to and really acknowledge our young people and not let them be influenced. So I tell you that because I want you to understand, I know this topic very well. So what is a gang? Does anybody want to raise their hand and say what they think is a gang? You don't have to. Well, I can go to the next slide. That's fine. I do this sometimes with kids. So the Department of Justice defines what a gang member is. And I want to kind of put this in perspective. We're a state, we're the district attorney's office. We get the evidence from the police department, we evaluate it, we say we can prosecute this case or not. These elements that are laid out by the law meet gang criteria or not. It's not like us as a DA's office says, hey, we're going to say Marcus is a gang member because we want to. There's rules that we have to follow. So it's a group of 3 or more, right? So it can't just be, you can't be your own gang. You can't just be a one-person gang. There needs to be at least 3 or more. Typically the age range is 12 to 14, which is the age range of most of the students in this school, right? They have a common symbol, they have names, they claim a particular area, and they're recognized as a gang. So I couldn't get with Genesis and another person and say, we are going to be gang Mickey Mouse crew. We would have to be recognized by the other rival gangs as a gang. So that's one of the other things that is important. And the big thing is this, right, is the criminal sophistication, committing crimes. Because a lot of us belong to different organizations, nonprofits, groups, and there's 3 of us. We're in that age range. We have a common symbol, right? There's a lot of things, but what separates organizations from gangs is gangs commit crimes, okay? And that is what we want to really focus in on, is the crimes, because your students are the ones that the older gang members have commit crimes. And so we'll talk a little bit more about things, why kids join gangs. I'll talk a little bit about my family member. I told you I have a family member. I don't say it, I'm not going to say his name. I don't say this because I'm proud of him. I'm actually not. He's murdered multiple people. He's a validated Mexican mafia. He's going to die in prison, as he should. He's murdered people. My aunt and uncle had a drug abuse problem, right? They didn't give him the attention he needed. He wanted a sense of belonging, and he decided to belong to a gang. And so a sense of belonging is something that all of us want. We all want to be accepted, right? And so regardless of your circumstances, accept your child. Anybody in here pick their kid? Nobody picks their kid, right? A child is born, we're given this gift of life. Just like parents don't pick their kid, kids don't pick their parents, right? And those circumstances sometimes are tricky to navigate. So love your kid for who they are, because some of us, like myself, have disabilities. You wouldn't know that I'm asthmatic. I lived at Rady Children's Hospital as a child, that I'm dyslexic, that I'm left-handed. It was a struggle for my parents, right? Just like many of you might have a child that has an IEP or a learning disability. Accept them for who they are and love them, because that sense of belonging is a big thing. Protection. This is what I hear from a lot of young people, is I have to walk home because of whatever circumstances, and I get hit up. I get other gang members saying, where are you from? I feel intimidated, right? They feel that they need protection. And I always tell these young people, if you get hit up and say, where are you from? Just say, I'm not a gang member, I'm not from anywhere, put your head down and walk. There is a small chance that those other people might punch you a couple times, but you're not fueling the fire. You're not giving them the attention they want. So they join for protection. Peer pressure, that's huge. Social media influence, nowadays people get peer pressured into joining. Financial gain. I could tell you, I know what it's like to have my parents lose their house. I could tell you, I know what it's like to live at my tia's house. I can tell you what it's like to not have money, right? And as a young person, sometimes kids feel like they want to help their parents. And this is my old buddy from National City. So sometimes young kids say, hey, I want to help my mom, my dad, my grandma, whoever is raising them. Hey, I'm going to sell a little bit of dope to help offset some of the financial stress that they're having at the household. So sometimes that financial gain is a thing. Generational gang involvement is an actual thing. It's a cycle that doesn't always get broke, but it can. And we as a society can do better. And the lack of alternatives. This is a DOJ, these are DOJ things from Department of Justice website. I think that is not a thing nowadays. This school has a lot of alternatives. There's a lot of things that your child can do. I always tell parents, an idle mind is a dangerous mind. If a kid's sitting doing nothing, their thoughts are not going to be always that good. Keep them busy in something. Soccer, football, baseball, after school, ASB, different clubs within the school. So the lack of alternatives, I don't think is a thing anymore. They want to be accepted. They want to be part of a family because maybe the family setup isn't an ideal one for them. They don't like what's going on at home. They want respect. They want to be with friends for excitement. Sometimes they say, hey, our hood's getting hit up. We need to fight back against National City. We need to fight back against Chula Vista. It's like this social injustice. And I always think this is funny because no one, as a child, you don't pick the city your parents live in. And then you want to represent a city that you didn't pick. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's just my opinion. So this is where it gets important for you. Things to look out for. I would encourage you to go home with your child, open up their backpack. See what they're writing in their notebook. It's very simple. They might be like, hey, this is my privacy. I'm 14, you can't look at my stuff. Well, yes, you can. I'm here to tell you, you can look at their stuff. And this, I hear pushback sometimes about the graffiti as a cultural thing. Some of these drawings are culture, right? I've been to Guadalajara. I still have a tía down there that I go visit. I go see the culture of my grandparents. There's ways to celebrate culture, right, that is not gang involved. And there's a clear distinction between the two. We live in San Diego. You can wear a San Diego hat. I'm all about it. But when your child's writing starts looking more and more stuff like that's on the side of a building or on a fence, that's when you should scratch your head. Like, why are you writing this? Language and drawings, again, that's kind of goes hand in hand with what I just talked about. I'll tell you about a kid that we mentored at National City. He was playing soccer, very active soccer person, doing very well, and then he started hanging out with some other kids. His dad called them the banditos, right, the little cholitos. And then he stopped playing soccer. He lost interest in soccer. He was starting to get absorbed to this kind of gang life and thought it was cool, the excitement of it. We very quickly intervened. I brought some of my lived experience people, and who those people are people who've been to prison, that'll tell you going to prison for a gang is dumb. And this young man started to get his life back on track. But he lost interest in his normal things that he likes. So that is a clue as a parent, as a guardian, that when that change happens, you start paying attention like, why don't you like soccer no more, man? What's going on? Why? Try to figure that out. Pay attention to their social media. The days of actual pictures are not a thing. Follow your child or your children on their social media, or at least look at that. If they go from wearing suits to things that aren't what their normal clothing is, pay attention to that. Some of the hats mean things, right? Different sport groups have different meanings. I'll use, again, I lived in National City, North Carolina Tar Heels, the NC hat. North Carolina, we're far from North Carolina and San Diego. If your kid's wearing that, it should strike your interest. Like, why all of a sudden do you like North Carolina Tar Heels? You live in National City, that's indicative of gangs. Pittsburgh Pirate hat, the P hat. Everybody's like, oh, it's the Pirates. No, it's Paradise Hills, right? There's different hats that have different meanings. So just when your child maybe has a new interest, ask why. Are you watching that sport group? Are you doing things of that nature? These are different different gangs within San Diego, Hispanic gangs and black gangs. And I want to tell you, this is the funny thing that, not funny, it's not funny because people die for this stuff. It's very interesting. For this scenario, I'm going to say I'm a gang member from National City, and Mabel is a gang member from San Isidro. And we don't like each other when we're out on the streets, okay? We're rivals. We hate each other. We will fight and stab for each other. And then she gets arrested for something and ends up in state prison. I get arrested and end up in state prison. We become part of the Sureño, the Mexican mafia gang, Fresno down, okay? We become part of the same gang in prison, even though we hated each other. It's the dumbest concept when you think about it. It's master manipulation from people sitting in state prison and federal prison, telling young people, your kid's age, what to do and how to do. You're going to sell drugs in the city, I'm going to tax you. All these different things. So the structure of the Hispanic gangs is that. A 40-year-old is going to tell a 14-year-old to sell drugs at the park down the street. It's master manipulation at its worst. So I tell you that just to kind of understand the difference. You start hanging out, then you become a full-fledged documented gang member. You have tattoos, you get jumped in, you're representing the colors, you're saying you're from there. And then if you end up in state prison, that's what happens. You get kind of sucked up into that umbrella. And this is where it's important. The first one is tricky. I know what it's like to be at home without my parents. Many of you have to work, many of you have 2 jobs, maybe you're a single parent, and you're doing your best to provide. And that is, I applaud you for that. Do the best you can. But take a second and try to find something that takes work away, your child and you have just some one-on-one time. Whether it's not about quality, it's about quality, not quantity. If you're just, I'm always with my kid, but I never have that talk. You need to have that talk. Have you ever heard about gangs? Have you ever been hit up? Has anybody ever peer pressured you to join a gang? Promote positive communication. I'm a parent. I live in the South Bay. I have 2 children, right? Being a parent, I'll be honest, isn't always fun, right? Sometimes it's really hard. I'm going to give everybody in here a free piece of advice from the DA's office, and I want you to, this is a participation thing. I want everybody to wiggle their toes. Wiggle your toes right now. Yeah, wiggle your toes. Does 2 things. It takes the stress off your back, it relaxes your back, and it makes you smile. It's the funniest thing. I do it when my daughter gets me upset, right? And I'm like, take a deep breath. Because those are learned behaviors. When you get mad and you yell at your child, there's studies that show that's how your child learns to yell back. So positive communication. When you yell and then they yell back at you and then you're like, why are you yelling at me? They're like, why are you yelling at me? Who's the parent, right? Take a deep breath. Remember to promote positive communication. Yes.
It was so nice to
Good to
see you. Thank you for being
I'll be
here.
back. Show and speak your love language. I could tell you so many young people that I dealt with in the justice system, they're screaming at the mountaintops for attention. And they want to be told that they're heard and that they're loved. It's that simple. You could be mad at them. They could get bad grades. They could get kicked out of school, which we don't want. But always tell them, hey, I'm going to love you and we're going to figure this out together. Because that's what it is. It's a relationship. I learn from my children and they learn from me. And it's always ongoing. So as a parent, let them know that you love them. Even when you're mad at them. It's okay. Positive attitudes and positive values. If you come home and you're like, life is horrible, everything's stacked against us, and you have this kind of negative message to your young person, well, then they're going to kind of say, maybe life isn't that good. Maybe things are that bad. I'm here to tell you, we live in we're the 5th largest, safest city in the United States. And I also want to tell you, we're talking about gang violence. It does affect our community, but it's only a small percentage of the population. Only 2 or 3% of the overall population are involved in the criminal justice system. It's just that 2 or 3% do really violent things that really disrupt our society. Know who your child's hanging out with and your child's friends. Hey, I'm gonna go to my one friend's cousin's house. That doesn't work. Where's that one friend's cousin's house at? Who's the parent that I could talk to? And especially nowadays with cell phones and technology, hey, share your location. Send me a text with that parent or that guardian. FaceTime them so you could see it's an actual adult, not a young person. Know who they're hanging out with. I always tell young people, I was just at a school downtown, San Diego Library, E3 charter. We tell young people, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And that goes for you too, as parents. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Who you're hanging out with represents your values, your beliefs. So if you're hanging out with people that are partying all weekend, maybe doing a little bit of dope, and just party hardy on the weekend and then being a parent during the week, it's probably not the most healthiest for your child, okay? This is where it gets important. Talk to your kids about gangs. Like I just told you a minute ago. Hey, have that conversation. Ask them things. Maintain discipline. There needs to be some sort of structure in the house. If this happens, that happens. If you do this, I'm doing that, right? And it's important that you set that line, that you're not going to let certain things happen. You're all here because of this. You're here because you care, and I applaud you because you're actually involved in your child's education. And that's not always the case. You're here because you care, you took time out of your day, because you want your child to do well. So make sure you stay involved. Community activities. There's a bunch of sporting things. There's religious options. There's after-school programs. Stay connected. Have your kids stay connected and participate in those like you are today. So I applaud you for that. This is a tough one. Social media. It is an uphill battle. We are outnumbered in social media as a parent. Like I told you, I have 2 children. It's an uphill battle. It's always an ongoing, I want to be on the tablet, I want to watch YouTube, I want to watch TikTok. Be very cautious and mindful of that, because your child is working for free for the algorithms for these big tech companies that sell that information to other businesses. So really monitor what they're watching. And if they're watching violent things, it's probably not the best. That young mind is developing. We really have to be careful of what we're teaching them and then what we're showing them. If you do have a kid that's involved in gangs, you can reach out to the school. They can reach out to me. I have lived experience, people that have been to prison for 20, 30, 40 years, that were gang members that have since changed their life around. We can explain the steps. And if your kid comes home and says, hey, I'm from Cedro. I got jumped in 2 months ago. I realize this is a horrible decision. I want out. Come to the school, talk to the school. I'll come down here personally and help your kid navigate how to start changing that and backing out from that. It's never too late. I don't want your young person to end up in prison or in the system. And these are some of the things, if you want to take a screenshot, tell them to stop hanging out with them. Find other interests, right? Tell them, hey, my parent is now drug testing me because of Amazon. They're overnighting some drug test kit. I can't kick it no more because we're smoking weed at the park. Tell your kid to lie to these other kids, okay? Tell your kids to join other groups. Change who they're hanging out with. This is always a tricky one. Again, DOJ, it's not that easy just to get up and move. It's hard enough to live in San Diego, let alone move around San Diego. And then let us know, let me know here at the school, and we can definitely take care of that. And what can we do as adults? This is where it gets important, because the more we talk about it and we say we're not standing up for it is important. There's a big difference on how you say where you're born and raised. Okay, you'll never find me saying I'm from National City. I was born and raised, 2 different things. I was born and raised in National City. I'm not from National City. That has this kind of sound like, hey, I'm National City. No, that's the city by chance my parents grew up in. I'm not from there. So as us as parents, hey, where'd you grow up? Are you from anywhere? Oh, I was born and raised in San Ysidro. I was born and raised in South San Diego. Not I'm from. That means something. And talk about it. Some of your other friends, it's interesting, people who've been justice involved that do change your life, and there's always opportunities for them to do better, is we have to be careful what we say to the young people. If you were in prison, it's not something to be proud. I've been in prison for 5, 6, 7 years. Hey, unfortunately, I made a mistake. I had to go to jail. I had to go to prison, and it's a horrible place. It's a horrible place. It's not fun. It's not something that we should encourage our young people to do. And we just have to do what we're doing here, is come together, talk about the community, because you are in control of this community, right? You are the decision makers. You are the ones that say, hey, we're not going to put up for it. We're going to go to this park, and we're not going to let these little gangsters take over our park. We're going to have a family picnic here, and we're going to celebrate without you guys, because the number of gang members, again, such a small population, but they are loud, they are violent, and they do scare people. I understand that. I know what that's like. But we have to stand up, say enough is enough. Talk to your young people about it. These are some different websites. Again, it's so big that the Department of Justice puts billions into gang prevention. There's grants out there to help young people not get involved. San Diego Police Department has a gang intervention unit. Unfortunately, Officer Rivas, who I work with, is not able to be here today. My point is there's a lot of resources, and if you as a parent have concerns or want me to bring our lived experience people to the school to talk to maybe your young person, we will. We'll take time out of our day, because if we could change one young person's life, then our society is that much better, okay? I'll open it up for questions. I'm an open book. Don't be shy. I know I was supposed to talk for a half hour. I kind of went a little quick. I don't want to keep you here all day, but I think you got the message. Communication with your kid, watch what they're doing, see who they're hanging out with, and know the school has a ton of resources. And the other thing that isn't talked about is the stress that our young people are under right now. The Care Center has, we have some pamphlets up here for the Care Center. If your kid is suffering because of whatever circumstances, mental health is an actual thing. I can tell you as a street cop, I've seen more dead people than years I've been alive. I've talked to a counselor regularly. Counseling is important. Your brain doesn't necessarily know, especially as a young person, how to navigate life, let alone a young person that maybe domestic violence is a thing, drug use and abuse in the household is a thing. Those things the young people don't know how to navigate. Care Center has a ton of resources. We can evaluate your kid. We can do an ACEs study on them to see what their needs are. At the DA's office, though we prosecute people, that's our job. We hold people accountable for their actions. We protect victims' rights, right? We want to make sure a victim who didn't sign up to get stabbed or shot gets justice. But we also have a third P is prevention. We want to prevent and give your kid as many resources. And the other thing, as a parent, you might have a lot of stress. I just told you I see a counselor. I've never met any of you. It's something we as a society have to get better about. Saying it's okay to not be okay. How do I get okay? And there's a lot of resources out there. Care Center also has food pantry, other services. I don't know, Genesis, if you want to talk briefly about some of the services the Care Center has. I'll let you.
Hi, my name is Genesis. I'm with the market and I'm also
The microphone.
Genesis, and I'm also from the District Attorney's Office. From the Care Center, it's located in National City, like Marcus mentioned. I have flyers over here. They look
You got it.
like this. This explains a little bit of what we do, but basically we're there for the community, right? When you walk through our doors, you're not gonna be faced with metal detectors or anything like that. It's a very welcoming environment. If you ever have a need, please come see us. We have a lot of different resources that you might not even be aware about. So we're there for you guys and for your kids as well. So please, there's a phone number at the bottom of this flyer, or I can give you my business card and you can call me.
And even if you don't take it, maybe your tia's best friend's neighbor's kid might need it, right? Take it. It's the information. The other thing we have up there that's affecting our young people, especially females, we have a flyer about human trafficking. Online peer pressure right now is rampant. It's the second largest illegal money-making thing. It makes billions. In San Diego is a hub for it, unfortunately. So if you have a female in your family, maybe your niece, a nephew, someone you're caring for, there's another thing in there. There's a human trafficking hotline. There is a big nexus between gangs and human trafficking. But again, we have a ton of information, English and in Spanish. We're here to help out. Any questions before I turn it back over to staff?
Do you have a business card?
Not on me, but I will write my email down for you. I realized I didn't have any when I got here. I was like, I brought the pamphlets, but no business card. I will get you one.
Can somebody, I'm legally blind, so I can't see. Can somebody hand me some of those?
Yeah, we will get that for you. Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions? Don't be shy. No? Oh, the kiddo. Let me see. I think we're good. We'll turn it back over to you a little early. And
Thank you.
thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Oh, I forgot which one it is, but I'll have both. Está bien. Ahorita, right now the kids are on their way, so they're taking a little bit longer. But I just wanted to build off what Mr. Macias was saying. I know some of the students that are going to be here today, and I know some of you might be thinking, like, my kid's not going to be involved in a gang. But what I see up there, and something that I'm glad that he talked about, was the mental health aspect. Because I've seen it to where, and I see it, I deal with all students, where they do start struggling with mental health, like depression, anxiety, and one thing leads to another where they start, unfortunately, exploring with drugs. And that's when some students that might not necessarily be gang affiliated start interacting with gangs, because that's where they get their drugs. And sometimes it's like the sweetest kids, and they're going through like mental health stuff, and it just wants something. I've seen where they lose their grandparent. That hurts. Like, it really affects some kids, and then they start exploring with some drugs. They start associating with gangs because that's how they're getting them, and then it leads to where they're in a situation where they owe money or they're looking after them, and it's just. And this kid had nothing to do with it, but they're just in a situation. So it's like a big picture, and that's where I think I'm glad we have this space now for you to call, even if you don't know what step to take. As long as we're communicating with the school, with the parents, with the student, we're making progress in the right direction rather than like just going back and forth, hey, stop, and then there's no follow through. Right? Because you're not with them here during the school day, and I could be in communication. Hey, I'm noticing this. Hey, I'm noticing he's hanging out with a different group. I just what. So we could work together. So that's the main. I think that the main thing is to make sure that we're communicating as a community, right? Because this is a space for you. We're here to support you, and helping you support your student. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, to support you, to support them to succeed, right? So please, I'm Mr. Ortega. We have the Parent Center, so if you could call me, you could call here. But the best thing is for us to be in communication. And like I said, if you call my office, I'll make sure I call you back, because at the end of the day, I'm here to serve you and make sure that your students succeed. All right, we're waiting for the students to come in. So
I'll piggyback off what Mr. Ortega just said, because it's interesting. Some of you in this room might know a family member or a friend, or remember someone when you grew up that was a gang member. Tell me how many happy gang members do you see? They're miserable. And there's a saying that we tell young people: hurt people hurt people. And a lot of times your young person is hurting for a whole ton of different reasons. And when you see that anger and you see the red in their eyes, mijo, mija, why are you so mad? I'm mad that I only have one parent. I'm mad that my tia is raising me. I'm mad that I live in San Diego. I'm mad at this. Whatever that is, you might not see it as something mad or to be mad about, but you're not them. So be open to have that conversation, because it's funny that I talk about my cousin. He was in the gifted gate programs. He was advancing in school. I was the one. I still, to read to my own children is a struggle as an adult. I still have dyslexia. It's something I still struggle with. I should have failed, right? But he was the one, like Mr. Ortega was saying, star student that starts changing. It's that one thing. It makes me think of my friend. You say your grandma dies. I remember my buddy Dennis. He unfortunately passed away. His grandma died, and guess what he did? He found methamphetamine. That's what he found. That's how he knew how to deal with it. Because his mom was working at the hotel, he was by himself. His grandma was caring for him. She died. His world changed forever. And it's those things, divorces, loss of a family member being incarcerated. I have a Theo right now that's dodging ICE. That's a real thing right now in our community, right? Those things affect your young people. And you have to be open to that. When you see that change, it's a reason. And try your best to figure out what that reason is. And if you can't get the message from them, I'm sure the school can, again, that community, that network, we together are just that much stronger. So I just wanted to piggyback and give you some filler time.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, sometimes I have a relationship, like kids talk to me, I don't want to talk to my mom. No, mi mamá me va a regañar. I was that kid. So again, please reach out to us, check in, even if you're just checking in. Yeah, I just wanted to check in, because even if they don't open up to me, I'll know, sometimes they have a teacher that they go to, or a coach, or their friend, right, who shares it with us. So please reach out to us, and I hope we could just continue to build that relationship while you're here at Montgomery. Okay, so they're coming in, and then we're going to get started calling out your students, and then to finish off on a positive note. So bear with us.
I was going to text Ms. Scott, she said, to let her know.
Oh, for this?
Yeah,
She wants to be.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so our last part of our last piece is what you guys have all been waiting for. Thank you so much for being patient. Again, like what he said, we just wanted you guys to be informed of the things, mental health, everything else. Again, once again, we're going to get started with our student recognitions. This is that we ask our teachers to come and recognize our students or your students that have been doing well. They can be recognized for various reasons, right? It doesn't have to be that they're straight A students, that they're passing all their classes, that they, it just has to do with a lot of effort and a lot of different types of recognition. So if should we have the kids stand here?
Yeah.
Guys, come on in, all the kids come in, just stand right here.
We'll call you guys up.
And we'll call you guys up in a minute. Say hi to your parents, give them a hug. Come on in, just all the way, yeah, just go all the way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Keep going. Over here, come on. Yeah. That way, come on. Keep going. Just gather right here, it doesn't matter. Yes. Ready? Yeah. When we call, we're going to call them out. You're more than welcome to come take a picture. Mr. Ortega's going to give them their certificate, and Miss Scott is going to give them, or I think she's coming as well. Come on in this way, guys. You can stay there. You can stay there. Yeah, yeah. You guys can sit there or come up here either way, or with your parents if they're here. Okay. So either way. Okay, ready? Oh. Let's see who's here.
You want me to read it, or read it and shake the hand, or?
No, you do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hand them to you.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Come on in, guys. Okay. And then is she gonna come? I mean, I texted her.
I could. You want me to
Well, she was meeting with the counselors. Well, when she comes in, she can stand.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Okay, we can get started, right? Don't you think? Okay. All right, so when I call your names, I'm gonna call your name. You're gonna come up. Mr. Ortega's gonna read a little bit about you. Go ahead and make sure you shake their hand, and then you guys can take your, okay? So our first student that we're gonna recognize is Maximiliano Aguilar Espinosa. Maximiliano, are you here? No?
¿No ha llegado?
¿No ha llegado? No? Yeah, okay, there should be coming. So we'll call him back out. Okay. Melanie Hermosillo Ramirez.
Congratulations. Let me read. So Mrs. Senya nominated you, Melanie, and she wrote a message. So Melanie is always eager to help others, and others seek her help because she is one of the best students in my period 4 bilingual class. Melanie is always ready and has the right attitude in chemistry class. Congratulations.
Very good. Good job.
Your photo, no? Is she down here?
Are they here?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You can stand right here, honey.
We're like, have them like, back here?
Yeah, back here.
You can stand back here.
Okay, Pedro Hidrogo.
Can I give you a copy?
Pedro?
Congratulations. All right, so Mr. Aceves nominated you, okay, and he said, Pedro has been a great student. He came in late to high school in the U.S. Before here, he was a student in Tijuana. Pedro's English has improved so much that we are now switching him from a mod class to mild mod. Pedro is doing great. Congratulations.
Samuel Frausto Macías.
So,
Stand right here.
Felicidades. Yes. So Ms. O'Neill nominated you. She said he works very hard to practice his English speaking in class, and he encourages the rest of the class to speak in English as well. So, thank you.
Right here, someone. Just,
If there's a parent that wants a photo, just like when and I'll pause it.
okay. Cicely Rosales Velasquez.
Felicidades. So Mr. Aceves nominated you, and he said Cicely's academics and behaviors have improved greatly from her 9th grade year. She also tries more in class and wants to continue to improve. So
Okay.
congratulations.
Sofía Rosales Garcia.
Felicidades. Congratulations. So Ms. Beecham nominated you, and she said, Sophia has an A in English 9. Although she is an English learner, she works hard, pays attention in class, and redoes assignments and tests as needed. It is a pleasure to have her in my class.
Gisela Vázquez Delgado. Is she here? No, okay. Emily Reyes Olivas.
Congratulations. Thank you. So Mr. Aceves nominated you, and he said, Emily has been doing great. She started the school year late last year and was very shy. She also did not want to speak English at all. Now she speaks mostly in English and has improved tremendously. Her socialization has also improved due to her English getting better and her gaining confidence. So, congratulations.
Okay. Frida Delgado.
So Mr. Moore nominated you, recognized you. So he wrote, congratulations. Frida consistently puts in outstanding effort when it comes to practicing English. Of particular note is her progression at writing fluid English sentences. Also, it must be mentioned that she has a positive attitude in class, which helps promote an encouraging classroom environment. Congratulations.
Go right here. So Miss Scott's on the way, so then you'll do this, and then she can.
Okay.
Isabela Rios.
So, congratulations. So, Miss Herman recognized you. Okay. Isabella is very responsible and always tries her best. She is resilient in that she has not given up on developing her English skills, even though it is difficult for her. She is also very creative both in drawing and in writing. She has even written her own novel.
Wow, good job. Jade Aguirre Gonzalez.
Congratulations. So Miss Anchor nominated you. Jade is being recognized for her effort and determination as a student in financial algebra. She consistently works hard to understand new material and doesn't hesitate to ask questions when she needs clarification. Her persistence and commitment to learning have helped her make solid progress throughout the course. Congratulations.
Camila Ponce.
Congratulations. So Ms. Collins nominated you. She said, I have the pleasure of having Camila as a student in biology and advanced placement biology. Over the course of several years, Camila has shown significant growth in her understanding and application of biology concepts. She has moved beyond simply memorizing facts to actively analyzing and connecting ideas in biology. Camila demonstrates deeper curiosity and confidence, asking thoughtful questions and making real-world connections that reflect genuine interest in biological science. Congratulations. Ms. Scott, you take it.
Here you go.
So, Jocelyn Carreon. Jocelyn?
Yeah, esa yo.
No?
Yeah. Jocelyn's right here. You can go to the, go through here, honey, go to that side.
So you want to?
Yeah.
So Miss Mansfield nominated you. Okay, so Jocelyn has shown great improvement in effort and completing of work. She has grown into a very responsible and polite student who I look forward to seeing each and every day. She has become a role model for other students and is helpful and kind to her classmates. Much improvement from the start of the year. Congratulations. And here's Miss Sal. Do you want to read it? I'll say the name and then I'll pass it on to you. Jesus Saleta. Jesus. Scott.
Jesus was nominated by Ms. Fernandez, and she says, I've watched Jesus work so hard this semester to go to the extra effort to learn his coursework in English. I see him translate and read assignments as well as engage during discussions, despite his challenges speaking the language. He has excellent grades and a positive attitude. Congratulations.
Karina Coleote. Karina?
Karina was nominated by Ms. Jepson. She states, Karina's thriving in both psychology and ERWC, which is our English class. She works hard to make sure all of her assignments are submitted and she's on top of whatever we're doing in class. I appreciate her daily greeting and her lovely smile. She shows her strengths in class and works well either individually or in a group. She is a pleasure to have in my classes. Congratulations.
Martín Saldana Ramos.
Martin was nominated by Mrs. Mansfield. Martin has made much improvement in effort and completing assignments since the start of the year. He pushes himself to finish assignments and always seems to be trying to complete his work in a timely manner. He is kind and quiet and has shown great progress in such a short amount of time. Congratulations, Martin.
Natalie Lavenat.
Natalie was nominated by Mr. Reyes. He states, Natalie has been dedicated to learning English since she first arrived in my class and does it with such a positive attitude. I appreciate how well she works with others around her and has contributed significantly to improving the learning environment in our class. Congratulations.
Noah Contreras Sanchez.
Noah was nominated by Miss James. She states, as a freshman enrolled in his first AP course, Noah has demonstrated exceptional commitment and maturity. His dedication to his education is evident through his strong work ethic and consistent engagement in class. Noah approaches each day with a readiness to learn and embraces academic challenges. Based on his determination and perseverance, I am confident he will continue to grow and excel throughout the year. Congratulations.
Toby Rubalcaba Lopez.
Toby was nominated by Ms. Camacho. She states, Toby is extremely hardworking. He regularly uses his resources to support his understanding. Toby attempts to be independent by using accommodations to support English understanding on a daily basis. Toby asks for help and clarification to ensure he's completing his work accurately. Congratulations, Toby.
Yacir Espinosa Uribe.
Yacir was nominated by Mr. Moore. Yacir has an exceptionally positive attitude in class, which has helped her greatly when it comes to improving her English language proficiency. She goes out of her way to practice speaking and listening to English. In fact, I think she inspires others to take greater risks and do the same. She has helped promote English language learning in the classroom, and for that, I am grateful. Congratulations.
Alexa Aburto Torres.
Alexa was nominated by Miss Sapien. Alexa is such an amazing model student. She not only keeps beautiful, organized notes, she collaborates with classmates to help both of them succeed. Moreover, she always comes in with a great attitude and ready to learn. Keep it up, Alexa. Congratulations. There you go.
Alexa Tiznado Avila.
Alexa was nominated by Miss Mansfield. She states, Alexa has shown great improvement in her focus in reading and writing and historical analysis skills. She completes her work in a timely manner and responds well to feedback and improvement suggestions. She is a pleasure to have in class. Congratulations.
Amber Champalas Salomon.
Amber was nominated by Mr. Fairburn. He states, she's being promoted to ELD4 next semester. We're so proud of her progress with English. Congratulations.
Ángel Marquez.
Angel was nominated by Miss O'Neill. She states, he works very hard to practice his English speaking in class, and he encourages the rest of the class to speak English as well. Congratulations.
Azul Aburto.
Azul was nominated by Miss Valencia. She states, Azul has worked hard since I first met her in middle school. She always puts her best effort into everything she does and continues to be a dedicated and reliable student. Congratulations.
Camila Galicia Castillo.
Camila was nominated by Miss Davy. Camila has shown consistent, excellent effort in participation and learning this semester. She communicates well and demonstrates a positive attitude with her teachers and peers. Congratulations.
Daniela Cosio.
Daniela was nominated by Miss Valencia. She states, Daniela works hard every day and always puts great effort into her assignments. She stays focused and consistently does her best. She is a strong student and a pleasure to have in class. Congratulations.
Dara Molina.
Is it Vida? Vida. Vida was nominated by Miss Puga. Vida, I have seen your effort in learning English and how you try your best in all you do. Keep it up. I am so proud of you, Miss Puga. Congratulations.
Gael Bernal.
Gael was nominated by Miss Puga. Gael, I have seen how much effort you put into everything you do. Thank you for always giving your best. Congratulations.
Gustavo Becerra.
Gustavo was nominated by Mr. Acosta. Gustavo has an excellent attitude in my classroom. He is respectful, calm, and has been performing well. He's a good kid. Congratulations.
Ivana Reyes.
Ivana was nominated by Ms. Valencia. I've known Ivana since middle school, and it's been wonderful to see how much she's grown over the years. In my health class, she always gives her best and stays positive and consistently does amazing work. Congratulations.
Jackie Gunby? No? Jesus Bautista.
Jesus was nominated by Ms. Valencia. I've known Jesus since middle school, and it's been great to see how much he's matured and grown as a student. In my health class, he always puts in effort, stays engaged, and does a great job on his work. Jesus is a kind and hardworking student. Congratulations. There you go.
Jesus Rivera.
Jesus was nominated by Ms. Valencia. Jesus is always prepared, does quality work, and puts strong effort into everything he does. He has a positive attitude every day and is a dependable student. Congratulations, Jesus.
Jonathan Vizcaino.
Jonathan was nominated by Mrs. Russell. She states, Jonathan is a highly motivated and hardworking student. He always tries his very best, and if he has any questions, he does not hesitate to ask or send an email. He is polite and a respectful young man. I wish every one of my students were like Jonathan. He also got another nomination from Miss Valencia, and she stated, Jonathan is responsible, gets his work done, and is always willing to help others. He shows a great attitude every day and is a dependable student in class. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Julie Nunez. Julie?
Juliet was nominated by Ms. Valencia. Juliet is always on time, prepared, and ready to learn. She puts a lot of effort into her work, and it really shows. She is responsible, focused, and a great example in class. Congratulations.
And Luis Alvarado.
No?
Luis is over here.
Luis was nominated by Ms. Valencia. Luis is always on time and consistently completes his work in both of my classes. He is respectful, hardworking, and sets a positive example every day. Congratulations.
Mario Galindo. No Mario? Mario Sanchez.
There we go. Mario was nominated by Ms. Kat. I am recognizing this student because they always complete their work on time, stay focused in class, and are attentive during lessons. They consistently demonstrate responsibility and a positive attitude by helping their classmates when needed. Congratulations.
Is it Isaiah Vasquez?
Isela? Isela was nominated by Mr. Aceves. Isela's English is great. She is mostly an English speaker and has a good attitude, is very friendly, and has good social skills. Congratulations, Isela. I like your axolotl shirt.
Maximiliano Aguilar.
Maximiliano was nominated by Mrs. Mansfield. She states Max has made great improvements so far this year in his focus and attitude. He always greets me with a smile and a fist pump every day and works hard during class time. He asks for help when needed from me or the instructional assistant. He's a great kid. Congratulations, Max.
One more.
Yep.
Julian Delgado.
Julian was nominated by Ms. Sanwald. Julian has been resilient in improving his grades. Way to go. He has been using his futuristic and disciplined strengths to improve his grades. Congratulations, Julian. There you go.
One student on her way.
Jackie?
Jackie.
Is Jackie here yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay. And Mario Galindo?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's give another big round of applause for our awardees. Okay, yeah. You guys come over here so we can take a picture.
All of you guys.
Yes.
Todos.
Keep coming. There's space back here.
Los más altos atrás, por favor.
Come over here. Come over here. There's space.
No se escondan atrás, por favor.
No, más alta. Come down a little bit.
To the front. Yeah. Enfrente, right here. To the front, guys.
You guys come down here. There's room over here.
Aquí no.
There you go.
Aquí enfrente, por favor. Si no te pueden ver tus papás, por favor, hágase enfrente. Ahí sí. Aquí, dale. Aquí vamos. Todos para enfrente.
Smile.
Smile, bro, smile.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Good.
I'm gonna sneak by you.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's an amazing honor to be nominated by our teachers have 176 students. So out of all their 176 students, to honor this, one child, who happens to be your child, is an amazing accomplishment. So I hope that you are as proud of them as we are as well. So whenever round of applause.
Let's say hi to your parents real quick. You guys could grab some snacks. Yeah. 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 You
Your
go.
parents are here?
Okay. Yeah.
Here you guys want?
Yeah.